A capacity crowd was treated to the Ryan Berg Show in the first semifinal game as California Baptist and Azusa Pacific opened up the men's tournament action on Friday night. Last year's Freshman of the Year was on fire, scoring on consecutive possessions to put the Lancers up big in the first half, finishing with 19 points on the night. APU had few answers as the team from Riverside built up a nearly 20-point deficit at the break, 47-29. But in the second half, the Cougars caught their stride behind the leadership of PacWest Player of the Year Troy Leaf, who finished with a game-high 26. Big threes from Jared Zoller and Kevin Stafford helped close the gap and kept the Lancers at bay. Azusa Pacific was firing on all cylinders. But in the end, it was just too much CBU. Jalon Wheelwright finished with a team-high 20 points, putting the Lancers in the championship game.
Going into this game, starting last night, everyone was talking about what a great college basketball environment it would be and what a tough game it would be. And I think it was even better than advertised. I mean, the second half wasn't pretty, but two teams competing with everything they had. I mean, this is what March is about. So it was one of the most competitive games I've ever been a part of.
I mean, we got to give them credit. They played just with a ton of emotion and passion. They executed the minutia of their game plan. And they sped us up to start the game. On the offensive end, we weren't making very good decisions. Defensively, you know, we're a smart team. We're a disciplined team, and we weren't for that first 20 minutes, and it cost us a big hole. You know, I had no doubt this team was going to fight back. I mean, there weren't a ton of adjustments per se. It was more refocus and buy into who we are, do what we do, and take some pride. And you know, I mean, give these guys a lot of credit. We have a lot of pride. We're going to compete every game, and we let ourselves down out there. Just very thankful that we get another game to come out and play next week.
Zach Robbins and #1 seeded Dixie State got its first taste of the tournament in the semifinals against BYU-Hawaii. The All-PacWest selection proved why he was one of the conference's best in the post and beyond the arc, scoring a team-high 16. But the story of the game was the BYU-Hawaii offense, which was an absolute juggernaut in a 98-75 victory. Leading the way for the Seasiders was Scott Friel, who tied the tournament record with 31 points. One of the grittiest players in the league, Friel's hustle and never-say-die attitude was emulated by his teammates, who out-rebounded the Red Storm 43-23, a big difference from the last time the two teams matched up in Laie.
When our bench, when these guys come in, they just give us so much energy and positiveness that, like, you feel like you can, you know, make any of those kind of shots. And it really was just kind of one of those nights, I think, for me.
Coming off the bench to add 14 points and 7 boards was Ian Harward, whose presence in the post was a major factor in the win. BYU-Hawaii. The Seasiders advanced to the PacWest Men's Championship against California Baptist.
What can I say? I just love the way our guys played. Scott and Ian, you know, both nights, and you know, I tell Scott all year that he's our MVP, and I hope the others don't get jealous, but he's just a tough, hard-nosed person. As a coach, you're happy because this is really a players' win. They really came and played hard. We got out-rebounded last time we played Dixie, and we beat them by 20 this time. So I was just excited by our effort.
Well, I give them a lot of credit. I thought they played extremely well tonight. They were more aggressive. They were more physical. They out-hustled us. You know, just they beat us tonight. It's just flat out. They flat out kicked us pretty good. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Our game plan changed. They just to me it looked like they wanted it more. Maybe it was a revenge game of how we played over there. You know, I thought we battled a little bit. Second half, cut it to 9. And I thought, here we go. And then, you know, we had 2 turnovers in a row, and they came down to 2 threes to jump it back up again. I thought if we could have scored on those 2 possessions, it could have changed things. But you know, it's one game. It's a tough one to lose. you know, but I think we'll probably see these guys again in the regionals. But you know, it's tough one to swallow, because I thought we were ready, we were prepared, but you got to give them a lot of credit. They played pretty good tonight.